学姐，那这会儿开始弄吗
可以。
？OK，那你先来。
我们是轮流 share 这个文件吗？还是？
可以。
让我看看。现在的屏幕是对的吗？
啊，是对的，没问题。
OK。
哎，等一下，我想一个事情，就是那个什么，那个会不会没事？就是我在想的，就是比如说我在这儿过 PPT，然后另一边儿的话，就我可能有个 Excel 那个文件，然后如果我比如说我把这个切出去，我切到 Excel 的话，就是这个 PPT 你们还能看到了。
我觉得只能共享一个文件吧，同一个时间，
OK，
好像是不
那那
能的。
那那那那那那我知道，没事，问题不大。
行。
OK OK，我 OK 了。
好，那我准备开始了。Hello, we are Group 6, and today we will give a presentation about the phone directory management system. Here are our contents. And firstly, I will give a brief introduction about our phone management system. There is a problem in the traditional paper phone directory that it is very inconvenient and efficient for users to use. For example, when people would like to add a new contact, they have to add it at the end of the whole phone book. And when they want to search for a specific record, they may need to go through the whole book, which is very time consuming. And that is where our idea comes from. We would like to develop an efficient program for management phone directory with 4 useful and common functions, and they are insert, delete, search, and displayed. And we believe everyone need to use it as long as we need to connect with other people. Our main design is about object-oriented programming. This is used to store context. In our codes, firstly, we class contact because every people's contact information had the same structures. And by initialization, we have 5 properties for this class. They are name, phone number, address, date, and contact. The first 3 properties should be provided by users as they are contact information. The fourth one, which is date, is about existing records and deleted records. And by initialization, it should be equal to 0, which means that this record exists in our phone book. But if it has been turned into 1, it means that it has been deleted. And the last property is about contact. It is to change the above information into a list, which will be convenient for us to sort and store contacts later on. And then we have an empty list for contacts, which represent the whole contact book. Now I will talk about inserting new records in our codes. It is about the add contact function, and the first 3 lines is about input function, which should be provided by users. And the new contact is to use the contact property in the contact class, which is to change them into a list. And this list should be appended to the whole list, which is named contacts. Finally, we should inform the users that this new contact has been successfully added. In this function, the time complexity and space complexities are both O1. This is the implementation result of this function. Now it's about deleting existing records. Before we actually delete existing records, we have to check whether this information exists or not. So we have another function which about check contact too, and using the co-contact list and the name provided by the user. Firstly, it is a for loop to know whether this person exists in the phone directory or not. And then there is a judgment. The contact 0 is the name and contact 3 is about the state. So if the name is equal to the information provided by users and the state is not equal to 1, which means that it has not been deleted, the if function could be satisfied and the system will return the contact information. However, if the if function could not be satisfied, we have to inform the user that there is no this name in our contacts and return nothing. And then let's go to the exactly delete context function. Firstly, it's about the input information, and then we could get the result from the check contact to function. If it is not equal to none, which means that it returned the relevant information, we could tell the user that the information had been successfully deleted, but we should always remember that the state should be turned into 1, which means that in this system, the records has been deleted. And in this deleted function, the time and space complexity are both O(n). Now let's look at the implementation result. And there are two situations. In the first one, there is no this name in the context, and we could see what it implemented. And the next one is about the name which could be found in our whole contact list. So we tell the users that it has been successfully deleted. Now I will pass it to my group mate.
So I will introduce another part of this program, and here is a part 4 that's searching for a specific record by its name. And this function is a really important part of the phone dictionary, as we can use this function to find a person and his relative information efficiently. Here is this function. And the function name is called check contact. It is similar to the function in the part 3. And the if function is to find out whether the person in the context whether the person in the context and has not be deleted. So if the function returns the yes, and it will print and return the relative information such as the name and phone number and his address, and then end the function. So if the if function returns no, that it will print no this person and then return to no. So that is the output of this function. And here is that the person's name is called Chris, and here is her relative information. And if input the wrong name, and there says no this person. And then is part 5 that displays the list of records in the sorted order. Before we show all the contracts, we should sort them first. The first function is a preparation of that it describes prescribes the sorting rules that sort in ascending order by name. And then it is a main function that show all contact. First, certainly we should sort the list and then restore it in the new element. And then use the if function to find whether the person has been deleted or not. If the contact 3 is this element that equals to 1, and which means that the person has been deleted and this person will be skipped, or that he will be printed and then the function will print the whole list. So such as this one. And then it's about the conclusion. Compared with a traditional paper phone dictionary, this new phone dictionary management system can save extra space, and it's easy to delete and record. Besides, it is also convenient for people to find contact information. In general, it can record and manage contacts more efficiently, which is convenient for people to use in the daily life. And that's all about our programming. Thanks for watching. Ah, 好黄呀。